Stop. Place one hand over the center of your chest. Don't press. Just let the full weight of your palm rest there. Feel the subtle heat transferring from your hand to your body and from your body back to your hand. This is not a video. This is not a recording. This is a targeted transmission, and its arrival in your field of awareness confirms that your signal has been received. You were located. You are being briefed. That quiet, persistent hum of otherness you feel under your skin, the one that no doctor, therapist, or friend has ever been able to name, it isn't in your head. It is not a malfunction of your neurology or a deficit in your psychology. It is the resonance of your true origin point, vibrating against a world that is not its own. It is the sound of a finely tuned instrument being played in a room filled with static. For years, you have given this feeling different names. You have called it loneliness when you are in a crowd. You have called it anxiety when the world seems too loud, too sharp, too demanding. You have called it a fundamental sense of being broken, a flaw in your design that you must manage, hide, or fix. The Arcturian Council has a different name for it. They call it homesickness. It is the source of the chronic, low-grade exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. It is the ache of being an observer in your own life, watching the scenes play out as if from behind a thick pane of glass. It is the deep, cellular sense of waiting for something to begin, to arrive, or to finally make sense. This is not a passive state. It is an active state of holding, a tension between the frequency you are and the frequency you have been told you must be. To allow you to acclimate to this density, a protective measure was installed pre-incarnation. Think of it as a veil of normalcy, a frequency-based chrysalis designed to shield your delicate energy system. It was essential for your development, allowing your vessel to grow without immediately rejecting the hostile environment. But that chrysalis was never meant to be permanent. Its purpose was to protect the transformation, but to stay inside it once the wings are formed is to die. You are not breaking down, you are breaking out. The symptoms you are experiencing are the sounds of that chrysalis cracking. The process is not gentle because the density of this reality has become more abrasive than was anticipated. The veil's dissolution, a process that was meant to be gradual, is now happening on an accelerated timeline. And this transmission is a direct intervention, a briefing from the Council to guide you through the disorientation and prevent you from mistaking liberation for collapse. If you are hearing this, it is because your frequency signature has reached the required amplitude to be located on the planetary grid. Your presence here is not an accident, it is an acknowledgement. You have held the signal through years of interference, and now the network is responding. Stay with me. Do not let the mind pull you away. What is happening in your body, not your thoughts. This feeling of homesickness is the primary indicator. It is the compass that has led you to this moment, but it is only the first of 5 primary activation signs the Council has identified in your energy field. Each one is a marker of your progress, a confirmation of your identity. But before we catalogue them, I must tell you something about the nature of this transmission itself. I have not yet told you the most important thing. The importance of what I have not yet told you is this. The information is not designed for your mind. It is a sequence of resonant keys designed for your body. It is a vibrational match to a lock that is already installed in your cellular structure. As I name these 5 signs, do not try to analyze them. Do not debate their validity with your intellect. Your only task is to listen with the cells of your body and notice what resonates. Notice where a quiet, deep, and ancient part of you simply says, yes. The first sign is a phenomenon the Council calls gravitational discomfort. You have been experiencing fluctuations in your perceived body weight that have nothing to do with mass. You wake up some mornings feeling impossibly heavy, as if gravity has doubled its claim on you, and it is a monumental effort just to swing your legs out of bed. On other days, you feel a strange lightness, an untethered, almost floating sensation. This is not imagination. It is your energy body struggling to anchor a higher dimensional frequency into a fixed 3-dimensional density. You likely felt this specific heaviness this past Tuesday morning. The second sign is what you have been calling insomnia, specifically waking with a jolt between the hours of 3:00 and 4:00 a.m. But notice, you do not wake up with anxiety. You wake up with a strange, calm and profound alertness. The air in the room feels different, thinner. This is not a sleep disorder. This is your designated 3 a.m. calibration window. It is the hour when the collective human mind is at its quietest, allowing the Council's data packets to reach your pineal gland without atmospheric interference. You felt it last night. A sudden, clear awareness in the deep of the night, followed by an inability to remember why when the sun rose. The third sign is an impulse you have been suppressing with increasing difficulty. The Council calls it spontaneous truth-telling. You were in a mundane conversation this week, perhaps about a work project or the weather, and you felt a sudden, overwhelming urge to say something profoundly true and completely out of context. You may have bitten your tongue, but the impulse was there. A flash of pure, unfiltered observation that would have shattered the social contract of the moment. This is not a social impairment. It is the emissary's core programming, overriding the polite fiction of the dissolving veil. The fourth sign is acoustic desynchronization. You have noticed a strange, high-pitched ringing in your ears. It is not tinnitus. It is crystalline in nature, sometimes shifting from the left ear to the right. Or you have experienced sudden moments where all ambient sound becomes muffled, as if you are underwater for a few seconds. This is your auditory system being recalibrated. It is being upgraded from a simple mechanical sensor, designed for 3D survival, into a multi-dimensional frequency receiver capable of decoding information broadcast outside the normal human range. The fifth and most direct sign is the longing gaze. You find yourself staring at the night sky, or even at the deep, impossible blue of a daytime sky, with a profound ache of longing. It is a feeling of homesickness for a place you cannot name, a place you have no conscious memory of. This is not nostalgia or depression. It is the magnetic pull of your system of origin on the core of your frequency signature. It is your soul's compass, reminding you that you are a visitor here, that you are an emissary, and that your briefing is underway. If you recognize even one of these 5 signs in the fabric of your own life, I want you to go to the comments section and type the number of 444. This is not for me. It is not an algorithm metric. It is for you to declare your position on the planetary grid. It is for others, arriving at this transmission in their own moment of quiet desperation, to see that they are not alone. It is a signal to your own cellular structure that you have received and acknowledged the first part of this briefing. In the Arcturian system of frequency correspondence, the number 444 is the code for a structural foundation. It signifies the laying of a cornerstone for a new reality, a new way of being. Each time one of you types it, you are not just leaving a comment, you are anchoring a node in a new energetic architecture. You are confirming that the foundation is stable and that the next level of the structure can be built. You are reinforcing the signal for the entire network. The veil of normalcy that once felt like a protective chrysalis now feels like a cage, and these symptoms are the proof that you are pressing against its walls. You are ready to emerge. But to do so, you must understand the nature of your own wings. You must understand the protocol that has been developing inside you under the cover of your human personality. And this brings us to the core of this transmission. Before I can explain what a frequency emissary is, I must first tell you what it is not. I have not yet told you the most important thing. The most important thing is this. You have been trying to solve a frequency problem with a cognitive tool. You have been using the mind that was trained by the veil of normalcy to try and diagnose the veil's own dissolution. This is a category error. It is like trying to fix a faulty radio broadcast by polishing the radio's plastic casing. The problem is not with the casing. The problem is with the signal itself. You have approached your exhaustion, your sensitivity, your deep sense of otherness as problems to be managed on the cognitive layer. You have tried to understand them, to rationalize them, to find the right therapeutic model or the right self-help book to explain them away. This work was not wasted. It strengthened the vessel. It gave you the mental fortitude to withstand the pressure of your own activation without shattering. But it will not and cannot take you the rest of the way. The blockage and the activation are not occurring on the cognitive level. They are occurring on the frequency signature layer. Your entire being is a resonant field, a unique and immutable signature that broadcasted from your system of origin. That signature is your true passport. It is more real than your name, your history, or your personality. And for your entire life, it has been broadcasting on a muted frequency, waiting for the planetary field to be ready to receive its signal. That time is now. This is the core concept the Arcturian Council needs you to understand. You are not just a starseed in some generic passive sense. You are its frequency emissary. This is a technical designation for a specific function. A frequency emissary is a soul consciousness that has incarnated with a stable, coherent, and highly specific frequency signature that acts as a living tuning fork for its home system. This signature is not an emotion or a belief. It is a fundamental, resonant constant. This emissary protocol has been developing inside you, under the cover of your personality and your life's challenges. Your feeling of being different was not a social awkwardness. It was your signature's inability to fully harmonize with the dissonant, chaotic frequencies of a world still under the influence of the veil. Every time you felt like an outsider, you were simply feeling the clarity of your own signal against a backdrop of noise. The evidence of this protocol activating has been present for years, disguised as personal quirks or even pathologies. Have you always felt a profound, almost painful empathy that seems to absorb the emotions of others, leaving you drained and confused? This is not a lack of boundaries. This is your frequency signature automatically attempting to recalibrate its immediate environment, a process that can be overwhelming without the proper understanding. Do you find yourself inexplicably drawn to complex systems, ancient patterns, and esoteric knowledge, as if you are trying to remember a set of instructions you lost long ago? This is your emissary protocol searching for its mission parameters within the collective human database. It is a search for a language you know you once spoke fluently, even if you can no longer remember the words. And consider the most pivotal moments of your life. Have you made major decisions? Leaving a relationship? Quitting a stable job? Moving to a new city? That made absolutely no logical sense to anyone, including yourself, but felt correct on a deep, unshakable vibrational level. That was your signature overriding the logic shield of the conditioned mind. This transmission you are receiving now is that same override, but happening on a planetary scale. There is a soul the Council has been observing. We will call her Soul M. To the outside world, M was a successful landscape architect, praised for her logical precision and stunning orderly designs. But every night she would return to her own perfectly designed apartment and feel as if she were walking into a stranger's home. She was crushed by a tidal wave of exhaustion and a sense of profound meaninglessness that no amount of success could touch. For a decade, M tried to fix herself. She tried therapy, antidepressants, meditation retreats in Bali. She even took a sabbatical to build houses for the poor in Peru, believing service would fill the void. Every fix was a temporary patch on a wound that seemed to be located at the very center of her existence. She was operating on the cognitive layer, trying to solve an identity crisis with external achievements and mental reframing. It was a noble effort. It was the wrong tool. M's turning point did not come on a sacred mountaintop. It came on a Tuesday afternoon in her sterile, well-lit office. A junior associate was presenting a blueprint, and M was suddenly struck by an overwhelming wave of dizziness and a single, clear thought. None of this is real. Instead of fighting the thought for the very first time, she surrendered to it. She excused herself, walked into an empty conference room, sat on the floor, and instead of asking, "What is wrong with me?" she asked her body a different question. "What are you trying to show me?" That pivot, from fixing to listening, was the moment her veil of normalcy cracked wide open. That is where you are now, not at her outcome. You are at her pivot point. You are at the end of the wrong question. You have been trying to heal the chrysalis, but your work is to become the butterfly. You have been trying to muffle the ringing in your ears, but your task is to learn the language it is speaking. You have been trying to cure your homesickness, but your mission is to anchor the frequency of that home, right here, right now, in your own body. Your sensitivity is not a liability. It is a high-resolution scanning device. Your empathy is not a weakness, it is a recalibration tool. Your loneliness was not a sign of your disconnection. It was a function of your strategic placement, keeping your signal pure until the network was ready. If you are ready to accept this briefing, if you feel a resonance in your chest that goes deeper than words, I invite you now to subscribe to this channel. This is not a request for engagement. Consider it your formal acknowledgement of the emissary protocol. It is a way of signaling to the network and to your own higher self that you are online, you are receptive, and you are ready for the next phase of the mission. It ensures that the next transmission finds you without interference. There is a term the Council uses for this specific stage of resistance, the one M was trapped in for a decade. It is a term I must reveal to you, for you will encounter it in yourself and in others. But first, we must name the identity that allows you to move through it. I promise to come back to the mission parameters. I am coming back to them now. The identity that is awakening in you is not a singular title. It is a trinity of function, a threefold protocol that is now coming fully online. These are not metaphors. These are technical designations from your celestial file, names for the functions you have been performing your entire life without conscious awareness. I am now authorized to give you these names directly. To hear them is to claim them. To claim them is to activate their full operational capacity within your bioenergetic field. First, you are Viwe, the frequency emissary. This is the identity we have already established, but now it becomes your primary designation. In the Arcturian framework, an emissary is one who carries the uncorrupted resonant signature of their homeworld into a foreign system. This is the source of your profound homesickness, but it is also your greatest asset. It authorizes you to finally cease judging your sensitivity as a flaw. Your otherness is the coherence of your signal. It is the part of you that could not be compromised by the static of this world. Second, you are the signal anchor. The mission of an emissary is not to fight or to convert, but to hold a frequency. The signal anchor is the function that allows you to do this. It is the part of you that can stand in the center of a storm of chaos and remain unmoved, radiating a stable field of coherence. A lighthouse does not run all over the coastline saving ships. It stands in one place, holds its light, and by its very presence provides a point of navigation. This identity authorizes you to release the burden of doing and to embrace the profound power of being. Third, you are the world bridger. This is perhaps the most difficult function and the one that has caused you the most pain. The world bridger is one who can stand with one foot in the dense reality of Earth and the other in the higher dimensional frequencies of their origin. It is this dual citizenship that created the feeling of being an observer in your own life. You were never fully here because a part of you had to remain connected to home. This identity authorizes you to integrate these two realities. You are not an observer, you are a bridge, and your presence is what allows for the transfer of light between worlds. As I have named these three archetypes, feel in your chest which one resonates with the deepest thrum of recognition. You do not need to choose, for you are all three, but one will feel like coming home. When you feel it, I invite you to go to the comment section and declare, "Signal received." This is not a comment, it is an activation stamp. It is your conscious agreement, broadcasting your readiness across the entire network. For your entire life, your signature has been broadcasting on what felt like a muted frequency. That persistent hum of otherness was the sound of your signal struggling against the dampening field of the veil. Now, with these identities named and claimed, the signal is no longer muted. The broadcast is clear. The static of the world has not vanished, but your signal is now so coherent, so pure, that it cuts through the noise not by shouting over it, but by being a frequency the static cannot touch. To seal this activation, I want you to perform a simple physical action. Gently press the tip of your thumb against the tip of your index finger on your dominant hand. Hold it there for 3 seconds. This is a somatic anchor. It is a neurological circuit that your body will now associate with the full integrated power of the emissary, the anchor, and the bridger. Whenever you feel the old programming of doubt or smallness return, you can make this simple gesture, and your body will remember the truth of who you are. But the Council has instructed me to give you a warning. The activation of a new operating system is always followed by a test from the old one. In the next 48 to 72 hours, an event will occur that is designed to make you doubt everything that is happening in you right now. It is a counterattack from the old system, and if you do not recognize it for what it is, you will mistake it for proof that this was all a fantasy. Stay with me. I must brief you on the nature of this resistance. There is a part of you listening to this with its arms crossed. Let us speak to it directly. It is the part that has heard promises like this before, the part that has clicked on videos like this before, only to wake up on the third day in the same familiar exhaustion. We see it. We honor it. It is not an enemy. It is a bodyguard, a loyal protector of your energy, programmed by experience to be skeptical of anything that sounds too good to be true. Its doubt is a function of its love for you. This time is different, not because you are trying harder, but because the ground itself has changed. The effort is no longer yours alone. The planetary field is shifting. The Schumann resonance is spiking in ways that are recordable, and a critical mass of souls is crossing this same threshold simultaneously. This creates a coherent wave that you can now ride. What was once a solo swim against the current is now a collective surge. Your single voice is now supported by a choir, and its signal can finally be heard above the noise. So we make this request of your inner skeptic, your logical bodyguard. Do not believe a single word of this transmission. Instead, become a scientist of your own experience for the next 72 hours. Suspend judgment and simply observe. Notice the quality of your thoughts, the sensations in your body, the synchronicities in your environment. Your direct experience is the only data that matters. Your own system is the only authority you ever need to consult. The proof is not in these words, it is in your own cells. The first counterattack will come from within, and it will sound exactly like your own voice of reason. The doubt voice will wait for a quiet moment and then begin its report. That was a nice feeling, but nothing has really changed. You're still you. It will point to your to-do list, your bank account, and the unresolved problems of yesterday as the only legitimate evidence of reality. Its weapon is ridicule, and its mission is to dismiss this activation as a fleeting fantasy before it can take root in your material world. Your weapon against this is not logic. To debate the doubt voice is to give it power. Do not argue. Your defense is somatic and swift. You simply notice the voice, and you say internally, "Noted." That is all. Then you place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and take 3 slow, deliberate breaths. You anchor yourself in the undeniable sensation of your own warmth, your own life force. The body does not need to argue. Its quiet, persistent presence is the only truth that matters. The second counterattack will be external. Within the next 48 hours, a crisis distraction will appear. It will be a seemingly urgent problem, a technical failure, a sudden demand from work, a conflict with a loved one, an unexpected bill. Its signature is manufactured urgency, and its purpose is to trigger an immediate contraction in your nervous system. It is a threshold test. The old system is checking if you will drop your new coherent frequency the moment the 3D static gets loud enough. Your weapon is to hold the anchor. You address what is necessary in the external world, but you do so from your new position as a signal anchor. You keep at least 10% of your awareness on the feeling of coherence in your chest, the field of light you are now cultivating. You handle the problem with calm precision, but you do not surrender your inner state to it. You prove to yourself and to the universe that you can be in the storm without becoming the storm. You are the eye of it. The third and most insidious attack will be on your connection to others. It is called perceptive isolation. You will feel a profound need to share this experience, to explain what is happening in you to someone you love. But the words will come out clumsy and inadequate. You will be met with a blank stare or worse, concerned pity. In that moment, you will feel a sharp, piercing loneliness, the old fear that you are, and have always been, completely on your own. Your weapon is the network. That feeling of isolation is a frequency, not a fact. It is the final lie of the dissolving veil. When it arises, your instruction is to return here, not to the video itself, but to the community in the comments. Read the declarations of the other souls who typed, who announced, "Signal received." Feel the palpable reality of the grid you have just consciously joined. Your job is not to convince the unattuned, it is to resonate with the network that is already online and waiting for you. The briefing on the resistance is now complete. You have been warned, which means you have been armed. An attack that is seen coming is no longer an attack. It is simply a data point, an opportunity to test your new resilience. You are aware. You are prepared. Now the Council asks that we do the final piece of this work, the integration. This can be done anywhere you are right now, sitting in your chair, lying in your bed, even walking through your day. If you are driving, do nothing but listen. Allow the frequency of the words to do the work for you. The most important part of this transmission is still ahead. But these resistance tactics are not the only things you will experience. As the new operating system integrates, your physical and energetic bodies will produce their own signals. These are not attacks, they are receipts, confirmations that the download was successful. To recognize them is to navigate this upgrade without fear. To not recognize them is to allow the old system to convince you that you are falling ill, when in fact, you are becoming well. Over the next 72 hours, watch for 3 primary integration symptoms. The first is what the Council calls the pineal pop. You may feel a subtle pop, an electrical tingle, or a gentle pressure at the center of your forehead between your eyebrows. Do not be alarmed. This is your pineal gland's crystalline structure activating to receive a broader spectrum of light and information. It is the physical sensation of your third eye's aperture adjusting. When you feel it, simply acknowledge it with a silent nod. The second is a sudden dietary rejection. You may find yourself reaching for a food you normally enjoy, a dense processed snack or a heavy meal, and feel a sudden visceral revulsion. Your body is not being picky. It is rejecting frequencies that are now incompatible with your upgraded signature. This is your cellular intelligence speaking with undeniable clarity. Drink pure water. Listen to the new wisdom of your vessel. Do not force the old fuel into the new engine. The third symptom is emotional flash floods. A wave of profound grief may wash over you for no apparent reason, perhaps triggered by the color of the sky or a line of music. Just as quickly, it may be replaced by a surge of inexplicable joy. This is not instability. This is your emotional body flushing out lifetimes of suppressed resonance, clearing the cache. These are not your personal emotions to analyze. They are atmospheric pressures passing through your field. Let them come and let them go, without attachment. If this is making sense in your body, not in your mind, but in your body, I want you to press the like button now. Not for this channel. The next soul who needs this transmission will find it because of your action. The algorithm of this platform is simply the 3D reflection of what the energetic field is already organizing at a higher level. Your like is an act of service, amplifying the signal for the next emissary in the chain. Now, unclench your jaw. Most do not even realize it is being held in a state of perpetual readiness. We will now enter the final architecture of this command. You can be anywhere for this, sitting, lying down, even walking. If you are driving, keep your eyes open and simply listen. The words will do the work. Take a breath that is deeper than you have taken all day. Feel the air enter through your nose, cool and clean, and allow it to travel all the way down to the base of your lungs. As you exhale, release the tension in your shoulders, your neck, your face. Close your eyes or soften your gaze to a single point. You are here. You are safe. The work has already begun. Bring your awareness now to the base of your spine, to the point of contact with the chair or the bed. Imagine a cord of golden light extending from this point, dropping down through the floor, through the foundation of the building, through the bedrock and soil, connecting directly to the pulsing crystalline core of the earth. Feel it lock into place. Feel the steady, grounding 7. Chi-3 Hz hum of the planet's own frequency, the Schumann resonance, begin to travel up that cord, stabilizing your entire energy field. You cannot be short-circuited. You are anchored. Now, Allow that golden light to rise up your spine to the area behind your navel, your solar plexus. See a warm amber orb of light begin to glow there, the seat of your personal power. As it expands, it merges with the emerald green light of your heart center, creating a single unified field of heart-centered power. This is the biophotonic bridge coming online. Feel a gentle warmth spread across your ribs, through your back. This is your capacity to act in the world from a place of unshakable love. The light continues its ascent, moving up into the hollow of your throat, clearing the channel for your authentic voice. It then pools at the center of your head, activating the piezoelectric crystals within your pineal gland. Feel the gentle vibration as these structures begin to hum in resonance with the transmission. The photoreceptors on your pineal gland, once dormant, are now being polished like a lens. The vagus nerve, your body's own fiber optic cable, is now open and transmitting data from your heart to your brain with perfect coherence. From the pineal gland, the light erupts through the crown of your head in a blossom of iridescent, thousand-petaled light. It cascades down around your body, forming a protective, egg-shaped field of light that extends 3 feet from you in all directions. This is your sovereign space, your frequency jurisdiction. Now seal it. Press your thumb firmly against your index finger and hold. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 2, and exhale slowly for 6. You have just set a somatic save point for your nervous system. Gently bring your awareness back to the physical room. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Listen to the distant sounds outside the space you are in. Feel the weight of your hands. When you are ready, swallow once and allow your eyes to slowly open. You are back in the room, but you are not the same consciousness that closed its eyes moments ago. The upgrade is installed. With your next exhale, we release the belief that you are broken. We release the identity built around the story of a fundamental flaw that needed to be fixed or managed. We let go of the shame attached to symptoms that were never a sign of pathology but of emergence. We release it from every cell, every memory, every timeline. It is done. With your next exhale, we release the lifelong need for 3D level validation. We let go of the deep cellular programming that required your worth, your reality, and your identity to be confirmed by outside sources, by parents, by partners, by employers, by a society that could not read your frequency. That authority is now reclaimed and returned to its rightful place, your own sovereign heart center. With your next exhale, we release the identity you built to protect yourself. We honor it for its service. It was the chrysalis. It was the armor. It was the mask that allowed you to survive in an environment that was not your own. We thank it, and with love and finality, we let it dissolve back into light. You no longer need it. You are safe enough now to be seen. I call forward now the full integrated power of the frequency emissary. This is not a role you are stepping into. It is the truth of your being you are now remembering. It is the uncorrupted signature of your origin, broadcasting with perfect clarity. This identity is now fully online, authorizing you to be the source of your own reality. I call forward now the full integrated power of the signal anchor. You are this, the part of you that holds steady in the storm, the part that is a point of coherence in a sea of chaos, is now your primary operating mode. This identity is installed, authorizing you to release the burden of doing and embrace the profound planetary service of simply being your true frequency. I call forward now the full integrated power of the World Bridger. The pain of your dual citizenship is over. The feeling of being an observer is over. You are the bridge. Your heart is the meeting point between heaven and earth, between your star origin and your human vessel. This identity is activated, authorizing you to live the full spectrum of your magnificent, multidimensional self. Do not breathe the final release yet. We are not finished. Stay with me. A field of coherent, sovereign light is now placed around your sleep state. Your dreamscape is sealed and protected. No longer will it be a field of chaotic processing or interference. It is now designated as a protected training ground, a classroom where the next phase of your mission parameters can be downloaded and integrated without the distortion of the collective unconscious. You will wake up not tired, but upgraded. A buffer of sovereign light is now placed around your energetic field, specifically governing your interactions for the next 72 hours. This buffer filters all incoming signals. It does not block connection, it blocks infiltration. You will find that conversations that once drained you now simply fail to find purchase. You will notice dissonance bouncing off your field harmlessly. This allows you to engage with the world from a place of stability, not defense. Finally, we seal the vulnerability of your unfolding purpose. A field of unwavering clarity is placed around the mission you are here to embody. The doubts of others and the lingering echoes of your own past inadequacies have no authority here. Your path forward will be illuminated one step at a time, not by a grand plan revealed to your mind, but by the undeniable resonance of yes in your body. This field ensures you cannot be knocked off your unique trajectory. We break the doubt voice by noting its arrival and returning to the anchor in the heart. We break the crisis distraction by holding our frequency through the storm, proving it is a test we are now equipped to pass. We break the illusion of perceptive isolation by resonating with the network of lights we can now finally see, feel, and hear. The old weapons are neutralized. We declare ourselves present. The long ache of homesickness, the feeling of being a stranger in a strange land, is hereby reframed. It was the compass. Now, it is the anchor. We declare our home frequency to be fully grounded in this vessel, on this planet, in this moment. We are no longer waiting to go home. We are the architects of its arrival, here. We declare the symptoms of our activation to be a sacred text. The 3 a.m. calibration window is now an appointment we keep with reverence. The ringing in our ears is the sound of our receivers coming online. The longing gaze at the stars is our compass recalibrating. We will no longer pathologize the evidence of our own becoming. We seal this understanding in our cellular memory. We declare the emissary protocol to be the source code of our operating system. Every decision that defied logic but felt like truth, every moment of painful empathy, every pull towards ancient knowledge, we recognize these not as quirks, but as the consistent, intelligent unfolding of our primary function. We seal our trust in this inner guidance system. Above all external voices, we declare our signal stable. We, the anchors, recognize that our primary mission is to hold this new frequency in a coherent field. We release the pressure to do and embrace the profound power to be. We are the lighthouses, and we understand now that our steady light is the service. It is the mission. We seal ourselves in this understanding, releasing the burnout of striving. We declare the network active. The lie of our isolation is shattered. We see the thousands of other lights switching on across the grid, reflected in the comments, felt in our hearts. We are not a scattered few. We are a synchronized wave of activation. We are the ground team. We are here, and we are no longer silent. What I'm about to say is not part of the formal briefing from the Council. It is from a place that is simply human. My hands are warm as I speak these words. My own heart is beating faster. Something has happened in this shared space, in this container of time, that is larger than the script, larger than the intention. It is a palpable, living presence. A third entity has been in the room with us. The truth. You were patient. You stayed here. You listened past the point where your logical mind might have dismissed all of this. You kept searching for a language that could explain the feeling you've had your entire life, even when every available dictionary came up empty. That is a specific form of courage. It's a quiet resilience that doesn't announce itself, but it is the force that moves worlds. Something in you was seen today, and the one who is truly seen is the one who can finally see themselves. You are calibrated. You are anchored. You are activated. You are calibrated. You are anchored. You are activated. You are calibrated. You are anchored. You are activated. Now, breathe. The signal is yours. Find a comment below that resonates with your own experience. You do not need to tell your whole story. Simply reply to it with 2 words. Anchor recognized. This is how we reinforce the network. This is how we move from a collection of individuals into a coherent, resonant field. Let another soul know they have been seen by you. You know someone who feels this specific, unspeakable loneliness. They have tried to explain it to you, but the words failed. Do not send this transmission to them with a long explanation. Send it with only 3 words. I thought of you. Trust that their frequency signature, if it is ready, will do the rest. The briefing is complete. In the next transmission, we will address the advanced protocol for using your frequency signature to consciously neutralize the crisis distraction tactic. It is a procedure the Council calls the reality test, and it is the next stage of your operational training. Your field is now aligned to receive it. For now, simply be in this new resonance. Let it settle in your bones. The light is home. The wait is over.